What's up, guys?
What's going on, guys? I just have to plug my phone in so I can see chat. It's one thing I always forget to do. Oh, that feels so good, Brad.
Does it?
That felt great. Where is... There it is. There's chat. Can't believe I forgot to do this again. Sweet, we're good. How's everyone doing today? So, we do have, what do you call it? We do have two builds we're working on today. First one's going to be our Spartan model. So that is going to be a Tough Gaming Z790 plus Wi-Fi. Then a i7 14700K. Whoa.
Thanks for the follow, Dark Earnhardt.
Oh, awesome, man. Yeah, thank you. Then they're going with 32 gigs of RAM at 6,000 mega transfers. And then 1 terabyte KC3000, and it looks like a backup 1 terabyte NV2. And then GPU, we're going with a white Asus Dual RTX 4070 Super. So overall, basically the perfect, just upper mid-range PC. When it comes to just like the internal specs, the Spartan is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Same with the Archon as well. So everything's still going to look good, guys, but we are going to build just a bit faster, seeing as, again, it's one of those days where we have two builds instead of just the one. So I need to make sure I can talk to you guys, finish both builds, and still be out of here in a timely fashion. Not that I don't want to stay, but it is Friday, and you know, you guys as well as us, all the stuff we got to do.
Yeah, it is.
Nice, dude. I sit at home and do nothing plans.
Oh.
I'm gonna really hate myself if I let myself down.
Tomorrow's 420.
Degenerate bread.
Legal. You know, we're planning on sitting on the couch all day tomorrow. Watch some Fallout.
There you go.
We
Yeah.
finished episode 4 last night.
There you go. The only thing I've heard is the first 4 episodes are the best.
Really?
I've heard the second 4 are still good, but the first 4 I've heard are just the best.
I'm surprised at how well it ran.
Yeah.
Like, I was a little skeptical.
Well, I think it's fair to be skeptical when you hear video game or anime adaptation.
Yeah.
Tends to be skeptical.
But this is really good.
Yeah, they did do a really good job on it. This and Castlevania. Castlevania is not another video game adaptation that they did a really good job on.
But I've never been a huge fan of.
Oh, I haven't played all the Castlevanias, so I'm not I can't say I'm a diehard fan. I played 3 on my Super Nintendo. I had one that I actually hated it on what do you call it? N64. The Castlevania for N64, I hated that game. Then I played Super Castlevania. I think it was Super Castlevania. And then I played the Kojima ones. The Lords of the Shadow.
Oh yeah, okay.
He did his own take on Castlevania. Oh, can you mute us real fast?
Sure.
I just have to ask.
we did start.
That's true. Oh. Whew. Dude, I can't believe Liz was ready to get like a baller computer for her house. She said she wanted to do light gaming on it. I mean, I was like, what do you? I didn't ask her. I was like, I wanted to say, what are you playing? She tell you what she plans on playing?
I'm gonna get started. She has a list of games that everyone's playing.
You want to be just a CS2 champion.
It's an absolutely no shooting game. I was like, oh shoot, I was gonna tell you to play Helldivers.
That's not murder, dude. That's liberty.
Yeah.
It's democracy.
You didn't know.
I find no shooting. We'll tell her to play like medieval.
Yeah.
Stabbing, it's different.
What's that game?
I can actually see Liz getting like really like too into The Sims. I can see her like really being about Sims.
I can see that too. Oh, it's Mordhau.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
I have yet to play that game.
Mordhau is really good. Mordhau, I think, has better combat than Chivalry when it comes to just being like a one-on-one fight. But Chivalry, I like it because it's more immersive of being like in a grand scheme like war.
Yeah.
So I think Mordhau, I wish they combined the two. Like if they could get Mordhau's combat, but the bigger battles and like progression of the fight, because like I like how Chivalry you progress through the map like Battlefield.
Yeah.
If they could do that, that would be a perfect medieval game.
I've never been a huge, like I like the idea of medieval
Oh, see, dude.
stuff, but I've never been able to get into it. They always do like the For Honor types.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been good at it.
Yeah. I mean, For Honor, I can understand though, because like For Honor, to be honest, was just so cheesy and broken. And it was more of like actually like if you were playing against bots, it was fun. It was more fun playing against bots than players.
Mm-hmm.
Because players, it was just a cheese fest. It was just everyone sitting and just camping like the edge of a cliff.
Yeah.
And then it was just whoever could spam parry faster. Or parry first, and they just grab and throw you off. And then like a few people like the Kensei would just have like the damn near unblockable move where they do like the jumping spin, and people would just spam that same move. So I hated like the thing that made For Honor bad is they tried too hard to give the classes like these Mortal Kombat Tekken type special looking moves. And because of that, like a fighting game, it made it easy. Like how many times have you played like Street Fighter and they just like spam Hadouken? And it's like you can still get around it and beat it, but it's just boring and annoying.
Yeah.
So they did it too much where they tried to make it like almost like a fighting game. Where I like how Mordhau and Chivalry is just everyone has the same controls and everyone has the same controls. It just depends on what weapon you're using. So it doesn't feel like they just can spam the shit out.
Yeah. Bears Junkie on YouTube says Chivalry 2 is stupid.
Yeah, Shiv is, dude, I'm a unit on Shiv with the, oh, I can't remember what it is. I can't remember the class, because I haven't played the game in, like, maybe 4 or 5 months now. But it's the class that spawns with the, you start off with the battle axe, the two-handed battle axe. I think it's Vanguard, but it's the second version of Vanguard where they get the battle axe. And that one, I was just fucking unit.
Yeah.
Dude, because you could carry the battle axe, and then there was a sword. I forget which sword I used. The Messer. I used the battle axe and a Messer. And you could just cleave through. I'd get like 5 kills with the axe, and then you could just whip the axe at someone, kill them, take your Messer out, get like 4 or 5 more kills, charge in, pick your axe back up, and just, dude. I got really good. because I just played it. I played it so much.
Yeah.
Just with that class. Every other class, I would kind of like, okay, average.
Yeah.
But that Vanguard, I was a unit with. But there's one class I really hated, and I can't remember what it was. Wait, I don't need any of these just yet. There was one class I did find not cheesy, but like.
Oh yeah, sorry. I just remembered. I wanted to announce. So we've had some fake accounts pop up on our socials, and they have been DMing people saying that they won the giveaway, and that they needed to pay $100 or something. They had to pay money for shipping. I just wanted to let everyone know that we will never make you pay if you win one of our PCs. For any giveaway that we do, we will never make you pay. So if any account says that you won and they are asking you to pay money, don't do it. Report them and let us know so that we can report them also. Because that is not cool. Fuck scam. Okay, anyways. Back to chivalry.
No! That was about it. I can't think of what class it was that was slightly annoying.
Bears Junkie says cheesy is night. Man, the stupid heart here on YouTube.
Knights just had a lot of health because of their armor.
Cheesy is Night Class with a War Axe.
I didn't think Knights were that cheesy. I don't know. I never had a problem with Knights. They had a bit of extra health, but it's easy to like just run circles around.
Are they on a horse?
On the horse, everything's annoying on a horse. If someone was really good, the third Vanguard was annoying because the third Vanguard had like throwing axes or throwing knives.
Yeah. And
they could dash like around. If someone was really good with that, I wouldn't say it was cheesy.
Yeah.
But that third Vanguard slot, if someone was actually good at the game, that one was hell to go up against. Archers are just, I don't even care about archers. Like I said, when you get like the mechanics down and you understand the weight of each weapon and how it throws, you can just throw your fucking battle axe up at an archer and just take him out. That was one of my go-to moves. Dude, yeah, I use every tool in my pocket. Like, I would be that guy who would just, like, if there's, like, a guy here, two guys in front of me, I used everything. So I'd, like, swing the axe at those two guys, turn around, throw the axe at the guy behind me, pull out the messer, start fighting the next guy that was coming in front of me. And I wish I probably still have screenshots of my scoreboards, dude. I was just unhinged.
Monster.
Yeah, dude, I was absolutely unhinged. I didn't care. I just felt like, you ever see Expendables? You know when Terry Crews shows up in the sewers with the AA-12? I felt like that the entire time. Like, just walked straight line, didn't pause, didn't care how many people there were in front of me. And just went. Because the one thing I noticed about Shiv, where you have to know how the combat works, obviously. But I've noticed if you pause too much and you were too patient, like too methodical with the fighting, you die.
Yeah.
Like if you were playing it like Mordhau, like thinking everything was a one-on-one and being too patient, even if you knew the fights, you usually died. You had to know the mechanics and be fast enough to where you could just. Because a lot of people pause. And a lot of people sit there and they're going to overanalyze every move you do. So you can't match that. Because if you match that, both of you are just going to die. So you just have to, like, you almost have to, like, ultra instinct it. Like, go through, like, turn your brain off and just go and let your hands do the work. And not even look at who you're swinging at. You just see an attack coming, block. It doesn't matter who it's coming, and you just swing. And you just kind of let your instincts take over. And if you do that, honestly, that's how you get a lot of kills. You get a lot of kills by not thinking about what you're doing. You just know what you're doing in a way. I don't know how to explain it. It sounds deeper than it really is. not that deep. It's just like I said, how I played.
Mhm.
Basically, you just run in there like a fucking madman, and that puts their brain on stun, and then you just kill them. Best class in the game though is the map where you have to attack the church, and some players get to play as like the friars, and they're just humming the whole time. You haven't seen that?
No.
Dude, they just do that friar like hum the whole time, and you'll just hear them humming as they're just braining people, like just blunt damage to the head.
Yeah.
And so you walk in there, and if you're on the outside of the church, you think they're doing some sort of sermon and singing, and then you go in there and they're just friars beating the shit out of everyone. And the friars became my favorite class. If I got the chance to play as them, I always played as the friars. Just battle popes.
What was that space game? Oh, Jump Ship?
Jump Ship. That game looks sick, dude.
Looking forward.
Yeah, I was just on YouTube like 2 or 3 days ago, and I saw the trailer for it, and I was like, this looks kind of cool.
Yeah, I forgot where I saw it. Maybe it was an article. I was like, oh shit.
But yeah,
That's cool.
it just... Yeah, it just give me like Deep Rock vibes type of thing. Like Deep Rock, but like you're actually using your ship.
Yeah, we need more co-op.
Yeah, dude.
PvE. The PvP.
Like,
Like, I like the PvP aspect.
yeah, it's almost like people forgot. It's almost like not just people, but like developers really forgot how popular Left 4 Dead was.
Yeah.
And then like, look, Helldivers came out, which it's not exactly the same, but it's in that same family that you put Left 4 Dead and stuff in. And then look how popular it is. Just because, like, dude, sometimes people just want to have fun with their friends and not like overthink every little movement they're doing and stuff like that. Like, it's just fun.
I love Starcraft a lot.
Helldivers is another game though. Like when I pre-ordered it and stuff, I had no idea it was gonna blow it because the first one didn't. First one was fun, but it did not blow up that much.
Yeah.
I was so shocked. I thought it was literally just gonna be me and Krejci, event occasionally finding a random, or
Yeah.
my buddy Chris occasionally finding a random. Oh, I was pretty stoked.
Everyone plays it.
Yeah, dude, I was so happy that it got recognized. I hope the same thing happens with Kingdom Come too, man, because that first game was like seriously like my top 3 games all last gen were Kingdom Come, Red Dead 2, and Witcher 3. Kingdom Come deserves the love because it is just so good. It has some of they took a lot of the systems that Bethesda kind of started and they perfected them better than Bethesda.
Yeah.
Like the way leveling works, the way your armor works, how side quests should be in an open world, like done in that style. Combat, I mean, combat's different. Like no one has to copy their combat, but I think they have some of the best combat mechanics in any RPG game.
Yeah, I gotta sit down and play that one day.
Yeah, dude, Kingdom
I
Come.
have it. I bought it on sale last year.
Yeah, I think I got like 200 something hours in it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I loved it. And then even the DLC was really good. That game was like a Kickstarter too, because I remember following that on Kickstarter and just following Warhorse because that was their first game ever.
Oh,
And I
really?
didn't, and their team was like 11 people, or like not even 20 people on that first game. And now I think they're almost at like 300 people,
Oh shit.
which is still, and it's coming out this year.
Yeah.
Which made sense because I knew it was coming out. Because I remember they stated that Henry's story was like a 3-part story. But can you hand me one of the white tomes?
Yes. You have 6 pieces out there. You start before you get home.
Oh man, well we have 2 builds today, dude. So we did have to start a little bit early.
Maybe you should have left school.
Yeah, dude. Maybe you should just like drop out. Like, come on,
man.
jeez.
Hydrate. So it starts.
Dave Grohl dropped out. Look at him now.
Ooh.
Dave Grohl. Foo Fighters, dude. Nirvana,
like that.
Nirvana Foo Fighters. Yeah, he was a high school dropout. His mom was his English teacher. I'm pretty sure in an interview she even said like she encouraged him to drop out.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, you're better at music than anyone I know. Just quit and do it.
Hmm.
And he did it.
Drop out like you think? That's wild.
Drop out like me. Oh. Can't drop out? No, you just never went. No, I went to a community college. If that counts.
Kind of. Maybe.
Community college is his second high school.
Yeah. Community college is high school plus.
Yeah, it's true.
Game plus.
But man, actually my mom, who is a teacher, is the one who told me go to community instead of like, the university. Because she's like, it's the same curriculum. So it's like, just pay a percentage of what you would and then transfer when after the 2 years.
Yeah. Did you get your associate?
Yeah.
What did you get it in?
Business.
Oh, nice.
And I thought about going, because I have a thing with, I still have my thing with GameStop where they will pay for my DeVry. I still get the emails for it. And I thought about going in for, what do you call it? A major in human resources and actually going into HR. Because my buddy who worked with me at GameStop back in the day, he went into HR and he has stated to me clearly, he's like, dude, working at GameStop and just selling video games was 4 or 5 times harder than being an HR rep. And he's like, I just sit there and listen to people's problems, hire them, fire them, and I get paid $82 a year.
Yeah,
When I heard that, I was like, yeah, dude, I'll go with HR. Jesus, that sounds like the dream. And he's like, he's never gotten fired. He's been there he's been there for like 7 or 8. He's 32. 7 or 8 years. And he's like, dude, yeah, I'll just sit there. Every once in a while, I'll load up like WoW on my work computer, play it. He's like, I only have like 3 or 4 hours of actual work to do unless like something's going on in the workplace that I have to take care of.
Yeah.
And like he has a high turnover rate where he's at. So a lot of times he is, oh wait, why am I doing that? He has a high turnover rate. So a lot of times he is more like a recruiter than HR, but they're the same thing where he's at.
Yeah.
So he's like, I just like look the applications. I Facebook stalk them to see if they seem like a fuckboy or not. And then I just hire them and fire them, and that's it.
No, I'm reading chat, PO6. I was just in the middle of the conversation.
Hydrate now, clean the gap.
He already hydrated.
I did hydrate.
Yeah, he hydrated.
Yeah, I hydrated. Oh,
Yeah,
he did another one.
Oh, he did another one? Wow. It must be on your end, because I have 3 of them up. That's Twitch, and it's fine. I'm not getting any notifications that we're dropping frames. And this is the Spartan, not the Auxilia.
But we are doing an Auxilia right after this.
Yep. Intel Auxilia. Also, my monitor blacks out time to time. I don't know what it is. The cables are connected.
Does your monitor have HDR? And if it's something, if you're just saying that on the web page or something,
How do I?
right click your desktop, go to display settings, and you should see like use HDR there. See if it's on. Or you could have a sleep mode, because I'll have games like my monitor and stuff. Even if I'm like playing the game, if I'm just like chilling, like if I'm just like, even if I'm playing a game but I'm like AFK, my monitor will like go black and I'll turn it back on. So it could be sleep mode settings as well. If not HDR, I would just disable sleep mode. See if that fixes it.
You turned off sleep mode. Could be the cable. Depends on what kind of cable you get. If you got like a Amazon cable, those have a tendency to have to be super high quality because they're cheap.
I'm trying to think. They have HDR. If there's no HDR, hydrate and you know things. I already did both. Oh my god. He calls it out before he does it. Oh. All right. Time to get this cool up.
What's up, Warwolf? Did you find the problem? CO6?
Careful with that.
Doing pretty good. How about you, Warwolf? Are you adjusting the cable, sir? Cuckoo. See that fixes it. Mine's been doing it too. So,
Oh, has it, Brad?
yeah, a little bit, every once in a while. It's usually, I notice it when it's never when I'm using it. It's always after, like, I haven't touched the mouse for, like, maybe, like, 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It'll flash, it'll just go blank, and then it'll come back on. So maybe it's
Honestly, probably a Windows thing. Windows gave me a buggy update lately. So right now I don't have icons. I can't really see all the icons on my taskbar. They all won't load up. But I can like hover over where they'd be and it will show me what it is.
Okay.
Which is annoying.
Oh, that's exactly what CO16's problem as well. What I'm experiencing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be just a Windows update, dude. You're on Windows 11, I'm on Windows 10, but maybe it's just
Windows
being stupid.
Yep. More than likely. That's usually what it is.
But somebody's playing on YouTube right now. It's in the recommended. Someone's playing Gray Zone Warfare.
Yeah, dude, it looks so good.
Early access playtest, so I wonder if it's going to be launching early access soon. Are you calling me queso now?
What? You called me what?
Queso?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. You can call me cheese all you want.
No, the streamer. Queso. Haven't heard of him.
I don't really follow streamers, to be honest.
I've only seen some of his reels or whatever on YouTube. And you watch Meat Canyon?
Every once in a while I've seen his videos.
He does the crazy animations.
No, yeah, I know who Meat Canyon is. Like, I've seen a few of his videos. But I don't like... I think Flash Gets a lot. That's the animator I... Flash Gets.
Oh, I've never seen him.
You've never seen them? I love Flash Gets. They're just, think Meat Canyon, but if they were fueled and powered by, like, Mel Brooks and Monty Python.
Oh, okay. What's their name again?
Flash, then Git, Gitz. They're so fun. I can't say it, dude. But the whole time I'm building this, that song, the glue song, is just in my head. It's such a jam. Well, it's such a good beat. That's what sucks. The Tarzan one, I was proud of. I'm proud of the Tarzan one.
Tarzan one's good.
I know it's good, Brad. I made it. The election one was pretty good too. I'm gonna shout out to TJ.
Yeah.
God, I might have to pay for like 1 month and just go crazy. It just sucks that the songs are only like, even though they have a verse and chorus, it sucks that the songs are only like a minute long. Like, I want like a full, like how the YouTube ones you sent me, like I want a full 3-minute song. Like verse, chorus, verse, chorus. It isn't reading chat. Oh, Specs. Oh, sorry guys. I wasn't reading chat either. I was like in the zone. I am so sorry. Specs. This is a Asus. The motherboard is an Asus TUF Z790 plus Wi-Fi. CPU is an Intel i7 14700K. GPU is the Asus Dual RTX 4070 Super. And then they have 2 terabytes of NVMe storage. Sorry about that, guys. I was just like in the zone getting this cooler on, and I totally blanked. It's like that Friday brain.
Sorry, my mother-in-law texted me a riding lawnmower.
What?
He texted me a thing for a riding lawnmower that was $65 from a website called Leo PKW or something. But it says it's from Costco. And she was like, "Oh, we should get this." I'm like, "That's a scam website."
Yeah. Probably.
100% scam website.
Yep. We just need your social security number to make
Yeah.
sure. Dude, it's insane. No, but no, what's insane is like we complain about these scam callers and these scam websites and stuff. Like we complain and we call them dumb. And we're like, how are they even doing this? Like how? How do they even make money? Dude, the reason they're still, it's the same as microtransactions. The reason they're still around is because people go for it. Which is absolutely insane.
Yep.
Like who sits there and gets an email from a Persian prince money and believes it? Believes like, dude, the Prince of Persia needs my money.
We had, so, this was like 6 years ago, when we still had the brewery. And this guy came in, because my dad also owned a micro lab. And this guy came in and he said that he wanted to know if we could do some testing because he was afraid of money or something like this.
Yeah.
That it was supposed to be his money because he got it through customs, but he needed to wash it.
That's not laundering at all.
To get it through customs, they had to put this dye on it, dollar bills, so it looked
Like the
just
blue?
great.
Oh.
Paper. Sorry, it looked like, so it would look like paper. They put this dye on it to change the U.S. dollar white, and we're like, no, that sounds like you got scammed. And that's like, no, this is real. This is real. Like,
Yeah, it sounds fake, dude.
no, I don't think so. Well, we can't do that kind of testing here. Like, you should contact the police.
Whatever happened to the feeling of it's too good to be, if it's too good to be true, it probably is.
Yeah. I mean, I felt really bad.
We did have one neighbor, not like next door, but like a few neighborhoods over.
Yeah.
They just woke up one day and there was 300 rands in a trash bag in their yard the next morning. And they went and turned it into the police. And like a week went by, nothing said, so the police gave it back to the guy. So I guess that's the rule. If you find money, like a big sum of money, like if you were to go out back and find a duffel bag with $1 million bucks, obviously if you just deposit that in your bank account, you get in trouble. But if you send it into the police, they'll count it in front of you. And then if they don't find the original owner in like a week's time, the finder gets that money.
Oh wow.
Which is insane. I had no idea about that. I'm hoping someone loses a.
Sounds like a good way to launder it.
Well, yeah. So my plan is if I ever find money, just like hide it in my basement for like a year or two till like eventually just kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
And then I would just go like travel 4 to 5 hours, get a hotel, and just like give it to some like super small town police station like miles away.
Yep.
Stay at the hotel for a week and be like, okay, it's mine. That way I know that the original owner never finds it. But that's just a crazy concept.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
It probably is a law that was created for the money laundering, to be honest.
Probably.
All right, my favorite part. Cabling Corsair. This should be illegal. There should be regulations on how many cables can be in a system. At least Corsair has their link thing now, which is super nice. I really do want to try that.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against Corsair. This is just the times. But I am amazed. I will say Corsair does make good fans, but I am amazed that like the link hub is really cool. Like I'm really impressed with the link hub, and so I definitely want to try it. But I'm amazed it took them like that long to make it. I figured the second Lee and Lee made their like Unifan series, I thought Corsair would have been the first to jump on that and like, okay, we're just gonna magnetize and daisy chain fans. Bro sounded like he was interested. So. I'm not a criminal, dude. I just think outside the box. Look, everyone, it's not even being a criminal. Everyone has thought about committing crimes and how they would get out of that situation. Everyone's had that hypothetical. Oh, yeah, like if I were to do this, how would I get out of it? Christina and I play that game all the time.
Oh yeah.
No. No, but like I've done it, man. You've never sat there and just like watched like the one thing I feel I hate are serial killers. Because it's like, why do you guys have a fucking target like Jack the Ripper? It was like young prostitute women. Like why? Because now you're playing Siege. Just have it be completely random. Just walk down the street and like Johnsburg, pick someone, travel to fucking Crystal Lake the next day, just pick someone, just like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Then there's no fucking. Why? I don't get why. Like, why would you leave? Why would you do that? Yeah, you gotta be chaotic. You gotta keep them on their toes, keep them guessing. Like Holmes, dude. Holmes was just random. Whoever came in that hotel, and that dude did it for a while. I remember, I can't remember if it was Chris or Layson, but I had one of my friends brought up, like, if you were to, like, actually kill someone, whether it was, like, accidents or purpose, like, how would you dispose of the body to never get caught?
Yeah.
I forgot what they said.
Is there a big difference between the 4070 Super and 4080?
4080 is just a tier up. 4070 Super is more targeting like a good balance, like 1440p experience. So if you want really good frames at just 1440p and 1080p, 4070 is great. Sorry, I just have a little bit burps, guys. 4080 is more of like a extremely high-end 1440p card, and then just a 4K graphic. That's the big thing. Like, if you're looking, it depends on all the games you're playing. Like, if I was just sitting there and I'm like, I'm gonna play GTA or Red Dead, or I'm gonna play this and that, and I'm playing at 1440p, I personally would not get a 4080. I would just get the 4070 Super, because that is gonna do that perfectly. That's really it. It's just like the first two numbers are the generation. So 40 is 40 series, obviously. And then the second two are just the tier. So like your 1080p cards are your 60 cards. 70 and 80 are the like 1440 up. Or 70 is like strict 1440, 80 is 1440, 4K, and then 4090 is just on its own different level. But yeah, like depending on the games you were playing, like me personally, like competitive games, even if you're playing like Overwatch or Valorant or Counter-Strike, those games are so easy to run that a 4070 Super and a 4080 are both going to just destroy the refresh rate of your monitor. So really, you're not going to see a whole lot of performance difference in that regard. And then again, like it's just what do you call it? And like single player games, you know, 100 FPS is what I like in single player games, and 4070 Super will do that at 1440p. So I would pick a 4070 Super because I play at 1440p. Now, if I was given a 4080, I would take it, absolutely. But I'm very much a buy what you need person. Oh, those cables look disgusting. And Brad and I were talking about this, like, I think last stream or the stream before, but I actually think the 4070 Super is probably the best Super card in terms of its jump. Like, if I found a 4080 or a 4080 Super, I wouldn't really mind which one I picked up. Same if I just found like a 4070 Ti, 4070 Ti Super, and I just picked one of them up at random, I would be happy either way. 4070 and 4070 Super, I would go for the 4070 Super because it was a huge uplift over the regular 4070, and at this point it's the same price. Actually, I would take the 4080 Super because it is $200 cheaper than the 4080.
Yeah.
But like this card, I'm just saying the jump over the original, the 70 Super is great.
Mm-hmm.
We really start at 2:30.
It was like 2:45.
I was like, I thought I was speeding through this, and I looked at the time and I was like, I'm not speeding through it.
We've only been live for an hour and 4 minutes. But we started a little later after the timer went up.
Yeah. That I know. Come on. I have a question. I'm currently considering a new build with you guys, but potentially waiting until next Intel chipset since NVIDIA series cards. Oh, so it's NVIDIA series cards not later this year. I know as an individual, I have to cancel stores to get these things, but generally, what kind of availability do you see for new things? Trying to figure out when I should start talking about builds with you guys. Honestly, we did a pretty good job with 40 series when that came out. I think the only time it was really hard was 30 series. Like 30 series was the one, like everything can be hard, like if you're DIYing it going in the stores. 30 series though was the only time it was like, dude, impossible for anyone to get cards. 40 series though, we did a relatively decent job getting them. Super series, when super cards came out for 40 series, we did a good job getting those too.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, honestly, you could probably call us like maybe within a week of release.
Yeah, usually we get them. Sometimes we get them just before.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying. Within the week of release,
Yeah.
give us a call if you want to talk about like a custom build.
we can't technically take any orders until they receive.
Yeah.
That I do know. But yeah, we usually get them pretty quick.
Yeah, dude, I'm like, Christian sent me an upgrade off the AM4. So I'm really thinking about, because like I'm seeing a 40% jump on 9,000. I might just give her the, I might take that gigabyte board back, save it for her, give her the 7800 XRD, and I'm gonna just I'm gonna smuggle that 9800 X3D the second it comes out.
Oh yeah.
That's probably, those are gonna be my CPUs for life, I think, until we get something better. Gotcha. Yeah, my current rig is a 3080 Ti, which I somehow managed to get at stock price. Do I remember that? Yeah. My buddy and I had a 1070 Ti. Buddy and I stayed up all night because they launched at 6 o'clock in the morning our time. We stayed up at 5. We got on the page, kept it off the side, played our games. Starting at like 5:55, we just kept spamming the refresh button, and it would just say coming soon, coming soon, coming soon, sold out during a refresh. Oh, I had some things to say. That day. I was like, that's... But what's so dumb is like... What's so dumb is like, I don't even care that there was crypto miners. Like, that's still kind of a thing. There's still people that mine.
Yeah.
What pissed me off is that companies were fine with it. Like they were NVIDIA was completely okay with it. They didn't like limit it to one purchase per IP, one purchase per card or account.
Yeah.
Like they did not care if someone was stealing it from consumers to mine. Like, which kind of pisses me off because it doesn't make you extra money. Whether one guy buys 1 million cards or 1 million people buy one card, you're making the same amount of money, but at least one is not as scummy.
Yeah.
The other.
What's up, Johnny 5?
Yeah, what's going on, dude? How you doing? And then I met TJ. So all in all, maybe it was a good thing that happened.
Yeah, I got my 3080. My friend was able to grab the 3080 Ti in June of 2022.
At my age, not sure. Oh, nice. That was good.
Yeah, my friend was able. He was on a wait list for EVGA to get a 3080, and he was able to snag a 3080 Ti when those released. And then, like a month later, his number got popped for being able to purchase the 3080.
Oh
So
yeah.
he was like, "Hey, do you want it?" I'm like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, I do."
Dude, I just what was I gonna say? I wish I would still be using it if I could, if I had one. I wish I got the 1080 Ti. I really wish that card, I bought that instead of the 1070. The 1070 Ti was great, but I still think the 1080 Ti is the best graphics card that NVIDIA's ever made. Dude, it still performs in some games, like if you don't do ray tracing, about the same as like a 4060, 3060, like yeah,
Really?
like a 4060. Yeah, it's still decent.
Wow.
Like that 10 series was that was probably the best graphics card series of all time. Like that's why I didn't really care about getting like a 2080 or anything. Like I loved it.
Yeah.
There was the 10 series was, dude, I feel bad for anyone. No offense, guys. I feel bad for anyone that missed out on a 10 series card. Like that lineup, what was that, Pascal? Pascal's gonna go down in history, man. I was luckily able to get my 3070 in August. Yeah, that is super lucky. I miss EVGA. Yeah.
Me too.
EVGA was cool. I mean, you know what? I think
I think it'll come back.
I mean, they still make power supplies and stuff.
Yeah,
But-
motherboards and
No, I think their motherboard lineup is like stopping
Is
too.
it?
Yeah. More than EVGA, they didn't have my favorite heatsink designs, but I loved Kingpin. That guy was so cool. Kingpin was honestly like a real deal PC user. Have you ever watched his videos or him overclocking or anything?
Ooh.
Kingpin from
No.
EVGA, dude. He was nuts.
Oh yeah. They're not doing GPUs or motherboards anymore.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well. Yeah. I missed that.
Yeah, that was last year. I'm way out of.
Graphics cards I normally don't care about, to be completely honest. Because if you ever look at performance of like an ROG Strix versus like a Gaming X Trio from
Yeah,
MSI or Tough, it's like 3%.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing like.
This
Like-
is a person's build. Do you have the spec sheet?
No, it wasn't on.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, well.
But
It's
yeah,
always-
this is a custom.
Turn off with that.
Wait 1 second. I'm gonna go to the.
Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. Whoops.
I'm gonna open the door. Too.
What?
I'm gonna open the door.
Oh yeah, do your thing. I almost scooped on this. That wasn't embarrassing. Here. Asus support. Yeah, I mean Asus. Everyone makes really good hardware. When it comes to like Asus, Gigabyte, or MSI, and everyone has their own pros and cons. Like I would say, all three of them have the same build quality. But I would say I really like. I've always been a fan of MSI's BIOS. I've also always been a fan of like the Tomahawk line because it's just black by MSI. I don't like branding on anything. Like which sucks because it's like a company wants brand stuff because they want to get their name out there. But like if I see something that's over branded, I don't buy it, and then they don't get their name out there anyways. But yeah, some companies just over brand. So I've always liked MSI's just blacked out color scheme on their Tomahawk line. I've always liked their BIOS. But I think Gigabyte has the best and least invasive driver utility. The Gigabyte driver utility when you first get the Windows is just, it doesn't, like MSI, when you do MSI Center, they almost want to put on like Norton and stuff on your computer, which is stupid. So that's one knock against MSI. I don't like Asus's Armory crate. Gigabyte is just, here's a quick app, drivers are done, app disappears. And so I will say I love Gigabyte's driver utility. And that's just like for consumers like me, it doesn't hit me personally too hard because I'll just download the drivers manually. But for a consumer, I like that Gigabyte doesn't, it's just there, then it's gone. Same with ASRock. ASRock actually does that too. Are the custom PCs built on stream? You can request, so that doesn't mean it's always going to happen or it's going to happen right away. But if you ever order a PC through us, you can request it to be streamed. But there is like our own queue of builds going out, and then there's a separate queue for stream builds. So it could potentially add some time to the when you actually get it. But you can always ask. Oh, this zip tie really wants to annoy me.
This is for Maureen.
I blew. Damn it.
And Baines 99 just subbed on YouTube. Hello?
Yeah, Gigabyte. Sorry. Yeah, Gigabyte's great. Like I said, if you go Gigabyte, MSI, or Asus, like they're all great. A lot of times it's just the little tiny things. Like I'll probably personally, my last board was Asus, but other than that, I've always been MSI just because I love their BIOS. I love their BIOS, and I love just the black boards, no branding or really anything like that. Well, my board does have branding, but they do it right, where it's like a black board and then black branding. So you can see like mag written if the light's hitting it right.
Yeah.
But I can't stand the ROG, ROG, ROG. For those who dare. Do you dare? I dare, but you don't dare. For those who dare. And it's like, dude, like, dare what? I'm playing Stardew Valley. What the? What are you trying to get out of me?
Playing Hello Kitty.
And like I was telling them too, like they brand to get their name out there, but when something's over branded, I don't buy it so they don't get their name out there.
Yeah.
That's why I like Fractal too, because you just kind of get like a little fractal on the front.
Yeah.
And on the north, they don't even have that. It's just FF, and that's amazing. It's great. Like,
Is it time for a little post?
almost. I still have to do 24 pin and whatnot.
I'll get it going.
Yeah. The Spartan always takes a bit longer, just because of that Corsair hub.
Yeah. Alright guys, in the top of the chat, do you think it'll post and have everything work? That means lights are on, fans are spinning, and we get the post light. You have 2 minutes to close your bets. It's a good way to turn some channel time. Take the drink Coke by my PC? Yeah, as long as you don't spill it.
Even if you spill it, honestly, it should dry off and be fine. Maybe a little sticky.
You don't spill it on your...
Wait, is your Coke like... Wait. I might go back. If the PC's on the desk where it should be, with your Coke, you're fine. But if your Coke's on the desk and your PC's where it should not be, and that's on the floor under the desk, I would definitely not drink Coke there. Because you're one mouse movement away from drowning that. That's like my one pet peeve. I mean, like, people can make up for it and put, like, you know, tile or wood under their computer if there's carpet, but, like, if you can, please keep the PC up on the desk with you. More breathing space, doesn't get as hot, doesn't get as dusty. No, dude, you're always welcome in chat, man. We're never thinking that. Brad, he's on us. I did realize though that Corsair, I don't know if you noticed this, Brad, they fixed the white white 4000D.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, do you think anything better about it?
No.
It's actually white. Remember they used to make this like gray for some reason?
Oh,
the
yeah,
white
you're right.
It was like a weird gray.
Yeah.
And it was like, why? And then they finally like, it kicked in, like common sense kicked in, like, wait, people want all white, not white and gray. And dude, it looks so much nicer.
Yeah.
It looks so nice. And that's coming from the guy, I'm not usually a white build guy. But
He did home sick today.
That's what we all see. He's probably at home playing Manor Lords.
Yeah, he secretly got into the
Yeah.
early access before. Yeah.
And he just figured out what it was yesterday too.
Yeah.
Got in. Dude, you know what I'm actually wanting to get in? This is so cheesy. I'll get bullied for it, but I'm all for it. Is I really want to play that Quidditch game. And I signed up for the beta.
There's a Quidditch game?
Yeah, like an actual esport like level Quidditch game they're
Really?
making. Which was great because even though the game was kind of dog doo-doo butthole, but I really liked the Quidditch game on PS2. That game sucked, but I loved it. All right, let me put this glass on. Oh, I'm not gonna put the glass on because the peel is gonna block the lights. But let's see if we can get this to post. Oh shit!
Oh, this is Bear Junkie species.
Oh, Bear, here you go.
It's a birthday present, Christmas present.
Well,
happy birthday. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, dude, if I got this for Christmas, look at that. One thing Corsair does better than anyone is I think their RGB is the most clean. Like their fans are super clean.
Mm-hmm. It's a birthday present for his mom.
Really?
Christmas present and Mother's Day.
Jesus, dude, don't tell me that. Now my mom's gonna think I don't love her. I gave her like 1060 and a 7700 with just something that would I just scrap parts because she just needed to get an email and stuff. Now I feel bad because imagine the mom getting this thing. Dude, I guarantee you a few weeks from now, some lady's gonna teabag me in CSGO and it's gonna be his mom. Just absolutely headshots me. He's probably at home like, yeah, my mom got the computer. She's doing her taxes. She loves it. And she's going to be there like, just, Have you watched War of the Worlds movie? Which one?
I saw the one with Tom Cruise.
Yeah. And then there was one way back.
Oh, yeah, the old one.
Yeah, there was one that was... What stupid aliens, by the way? They come down and get the sniffles and just die.
Yeah.
Losers.
Yeah, that was such a cop-out story.
It makes sense, though.
How the fuck do we... How do we end this invasion?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a fucking space T-Rex. Sneeze on it.
Yeah. What's it called, CO60? I want to look at it.
But
it's called War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
The game?
Oh, they're making a game? I thought you said War of the Worlds movie. Oh, it is. I think it's a strategy game. I think it's a strategy game. Is it a strategy game? 'Cause I think I've seen it.
Scary game coming out, like, bro, honestly, one of the scariest games coming out. No.
Is there there is a scary game coming out. Like, bro, honestly, one of the scariest games out there coming out. It's an open world survival game. All right, look. I happen to be something of a horror game buff myself. If you want to be scared, dark room, best headphones you can find, play Visage. Visage. I've played the Resident Evils. I've played Amnesias. I've played Outlast. Jesus, dude. Dead Space. If something is horror, I go through it like it's nothing. Visage, I hated it, man. I couldn't walk 10 feet without being paranoid. If you want scary, look up Visage.
Johnny, I hate him.
Don't do it, Johnny. Don't you do me like that.
All right, let's get the next
All
one.
right, guys, it's going to be a quick break. Hopefully your mom loves her computer. It will be programmed and shipped out Monday just because it is closing time. But yeah, looks great. You're a better son than I am. And yeah, she'll probably completely slay me in Counter-Strike or Overwatch soon.
It says she does graphic design, she designs and builds quilts, and she wants to play Hogwarts Legacy in the worst way. Her 14-year-old Dell laptop isn't going to do it.
Oh, this game.
This computer will.
Yeah, we actually, if you look at our Phalanx review, the Phalanx doesn't have as high of an end of a CPU in here. But if you look at our Phalanx store page, we actually did capture footage of Hogwarts Legacy on a 4070 Super. And we were getting with DLSS on like over 100 FPS.
It's for both CO60. It's for both.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick breather.
We'll be right back, guys.
Get this other thing ready. Hey guys, we're back. Sorry, this is actually, we got everything on the table. I gotta get chat back up. We got everything on the table. Sorry, it's a little bit of a mess. I just wanted to get the motherboard and stuff ready so we could really get into it. Let me get chat back up. All right, so this is our Auxilia. You guys know this is like our go-to starter PC. And anyone looking to play esports or like single-player titles at 1080p, this guy's an absolute beast. I mean, dude, that RX 6600 is still going strong. Yo, Goblin, what's up, dude? How you doing?
What's up, dude?
This floor. We need to get what do you? We have to go to get like a giant Home Depot trash can or something.
Yeah.
In here. I'm amazed that has not happened yet. Like I'm actually kind of stunned. Like we need to get one of the ones that has like a flip up lid that we can just wheel out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm stun locked. That hasn't happened. Thanks for building my new my new PC. Super excited to finally have the PC by you guys. Oh man, so are we.
Is it your Auxilia?
Yeah, I love the Auxilia, so like this is a great choice. What are the if this is yours, what are the first games you're looking at picking up for it?
Oh, nice.
Oh, your old PC broke? Damn, dude. We've all been there, though. We've all been there when something just goes kaput, finally.
Yep.
I am a streamer. 12100F. I mean, if you're just doing with some streams with your friends and stuff like that, and doing like 1080p streams, and it also depends on what games you're doing, it should be fine. Now, like a 12100F, is it gonna, in all honesty, is it gonna be like, it's one of those things, like it's not gonna be as good as an i9 or anything like that, but like still, like if you're streaming on Discord or you're streaming for your friends, it'll still be fine, especially at 1080p. So, streaming doesn't take as much of a hit if that's what you're doing as some people think. What really makes it take a hit and why a lot of huge streamers have huge CPUs is because they just have so much other side stuff going on. Because they have a mixer, a bunch of audio equipment, a camera, like a high quality camera, streaming. Then they have like 30 tabs open for their React videos and stuff like that. So that's why they like really emphasize having that. But yeah, if you're just doing some light streaming with your friends, this will be fine. Our glass just keeps going off. Really sad.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why.
Let's see if I can fix it. Where you're at. You can't hide from me, you piece of shit.
Very close.
I feel the power signal. There we go. That's how we want it to look.
What games do you usually play? Like, what's your go-to game? You do horror.
Oh, heck yeah. What are you playing?
You're braver than me.
We were just talking about horror games. I think it was 06. The Forest is really good. Oh, Resident Evil has been just a classic, man.
I like The Forest.
Yeah, The Forest is fun.
That one I can play a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, that's not too... It's like still survival horror, I guess, but it's not too horror-y. Same with the Resident Evil series. Like, I wouldn't consider those two... I guess back on PS2 and stuff.
Yeah.
Or PS1. But yeah, Resident Evil's, like, they're still horror, but yeah, I wouldn't...
The newer stuff.
I don't think they would scare you.
The newer stuff?
Any of the Resident Evils. They're more action with zombies there.
See, what scares me with a lot of those games is the...
But they don't hit, like, that hyper horror feel.
No, so the thing that scares me with horror games isn't necessarily the setting. It's more of the...
Creep_ODP has been a ranking
like,
member for 1 month.
if I mess this up, I die type of thing.
Well, that's adrenaline.
Yeah, like
that's
I can't
not...
handle the adrenaline.
Okay, because that's that's what Resident Evil is. Resident Evil doesn't focus on like fear, like you're actually scared. Yeah. It focuses on that adrenaline, like, oh shit, there's 4 zombies in front of me. I only have like 3 rounds left, and I have to run around and find ammo.
Yeah, I don't. That's where a lot of games get me, in the adrenaline.
I love Resident Evil, man, but like I just want to know.
Medicine is a great horror game, like Visage. Oh.
Visage, I think, is peak. I think Visage is the scariest fucking game I've played. I was just telling someone about that. Visage, dude, like I'm pretty desensitized to everything, but Visage, even Christina's desensitized to everything, and even she's like, I hate that game. Especially with like the sound system I have, like you put those headphones on and you're playing that at night, you're just like, I don't want to walk forward. I don't want to do it. Even Outlast and like Amnesia, we just kind of like breathe through.
See, I get anxious with Amnesia even.
But like, Visage does hit a different spot. That game was fun, but it was like I'm more atmospheric horror. I like atmosphere. Jump scares don't really get me.
Is Visage about a ghost?
Yeah, basically like a guy killed his family, and then like the house is haunted.
Oh shit.
Outlast or what gets me with Visage is it hits that atmosphere very well. Like jump scares don't get me. Gore does nothing. Gore actually gets me more excited than scared. But like Visage, just the way like think like the little lights flicker, like you can tell a ghost is hitting a light switch, and then the sounds in it. Something about that is like that's what I love. That's what actually gets me. Okay, I'm gonna look up Madison because that sounds fun. Resident Evil though, man, is in a weird spot because like I'm not gonna lie, I'm digging the remakes a lot. Except 3, I am a little upset with 3. 3 I think was too short, and they took out Nemesis. Like he was more of a set piece, but he didn't actually follow you the entire game.
Yeah.
But other than that, like 2 was always my favorite, and 2's still my favorite. I think they've been doing a good job with that. 4 was really good. And, like, I hope with 9, because we kind of got a hint at what 9 would be at the end of 8. I hope 9 goes back to that. Because, like...
When is 9 coming out? Have they even announced it yet?
No. Because, like, I've been, like, hit and miss. Like, I did not like 7 that much, but I loved 8. 8 I liked, but it felt too much like... In a way, I really liked 8, and I'm not trying to sound... I'm trying to figure out how to word this. In a way, it felt too much like 4. Like, it was trying to be 4 too.
Yeah.
And, like, I want 2 again. 1 and 2. Like, I want Raccoon City, biochemical warfare, like Resident Evil. And I really... But it seems like 9's doing that because of what happened at the end of 8. So
Yeah.
I'm more excited for 9 than I was for those. I mean, 8 I still had fun with. I think... Or I want another, what do you call it? What were they called? Chronicles, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want another Chronicles game. Village was awesome. Yeah, see, I had fun with Village, but I'm gonna be real. I don't like Ethan. And I know that might be a hot take. I don't like Ethan, but I am super stoked that Village was about Chris, because I'm like... Resident Evil's kind of like what's the vampire movie where they had teams like team this and team that, like the werewolf dude and the vampire dude.
Twilight?
Yeah. Resident Evil's kind of the same way. You're team Leon or team Chris, and I've always been team Chris. I think if Chris and Leon like got in a prison fight or something, I think fucking Chris would.
I don't know, Leon. I don't know, man.
You think, like, dude, that's like a flyweight, 125-pound flyweight, trying to go up against like Brock Lesnar. Like,
I don't know, man.
Dude, Chris could... That's like saying, because Batman knows martial arts, that's like saying, could Bruce Wayne really beat up, like, Clark Kent? Absolutely not. He might know some martial arts, but punch him once and he's more...
allergic to
No.
Of course Batman can fucking beat the shit out of...
No, whoa. Are we actually going to go down this comic book road? Are we going to go down this?
He's allergic to a rock.
No. In canon comics, and I hate to be a nerd like this right now, in canon comics, that much kryptonite is not Superman power off switch. He's actually fought an entire being made out of kryptonite. It gives him slight cold feelings. So, like, if you took that kryptonite like Batman does in the Batman stories,
Yeah.
it would make him feel like he's having a cold, but not. The only time kryptonite ever does that is in non-canon Elseworlds Batman stories, because they have to give Batman a leg up. But in the canon DC universe, Batman has never beaten Superman, and that much kryptonite wouldn't actually do anything.
I don't know, man.
Dude, if Bruce Wayne...
See, Hooligan's with me.
No, dude.
Batman all day and Leon all day.
Leon and his Backstreet Boy haircut has nothing on Chris.
Leon, baby.
Dude, Chris could uppercut his fucking pelvis through his skull.
But Leon
What's Leon gonna do? Run, do a random backflip like he normally does? Chris,
yeah.
Chris is a fucking unit.
He's big and slow. Leon is...
Leon, like, here's what I'm thinking. If they were like in the military, Leon seems like the type to sit back with a sniper. Leon seems like the type to break open the fucking door with a shotgun and clear that motherfucking house. And those are the guys you root for. Not the fucking dude sitting in the back. Fuck him. You vote on the motherfucker who breached. It's the same argument like Goku versus Vegeta. Vegeta every day, because that motherfucker gets shit done.
Dude, are you... Okay, we're like
wait,
opposites. We're opposites on everything.
Perfect example. Did you watch the Broly movie, like the new one Akira did?
No.
Literally, Leon would be Frieza, and Chris is actually Broly. He looks
Is
just
this
like Broly.
the refreeze or whatever the fuck it was
This is
called?
like Broly. Dude, like...
Is that the reprise or the movie?
Chris, I'm just saying, man, there's a reason there's weight divisions in fighting.
Well, yeah.
And that's because people like
because
Chris would
if
fuck up Leon.
If Leon does get hit, he's fucked. But I don't think he...
And, like, here's the thing. I'm not saying Leon doesn't have...
See, even Hooligan says Goku all day. Dude,
No.
You
I'm
said
not.
bad
No.
taste, I think.
Goku would beat Vegeta in a fight, but I'm saying you root for Vegeta because that motherfucker actually gets shit done.
Oh, okay.
Like that dude actually. Remember when Goku's like toying with Frieza, and Vegeta's like, Jesus Christ, dude, just fucking kill him.
Yeah.
And he just walks. And then Frieza blows up the whole planet because Goku did fucking like, dude, no. And that's how Leon is.
Is that the new?
Leon, someone comes and starts chainsawing the wall in front of Leon, and Leon, instead of like doing something about it, he just does a cool backflip for no reason. Like, no, dude.
Which
Let's also not forget Chris has way more training than Leon. Like Chris was already a super trained soldier, and it was Leon's first day as a beat cop.
That's
Like,
but he survived.
then he got government training, but at that point, Chris was already being like. Chris also like just added on top of it.
I don't know. I still think Leon.
And like, here's the thing: Leon might know martial arts. I'm just saying, Leon might know martial arts, and he might do cool hook. What does it matter when it feels like getting hit by a wet noodle till crisp?
Dude, I don't know. Are you saying that Bruce Lee couldn't beat like Mike Tyson?
Dude, look, I absolutely love Bruce Lee. No disrespect to the man. He created MMA, but if he was alive today and he actually stepped into the octagon with like Francis Ngannou or something, he would die. Like, he would absolutely die.
I don't know anything about MMA. So.
Yeah, he would absolutely die. Like, and I love Bruce Lee, dude. I absolutely love the man. He would die if he just stepped in there with some of those people today. That's no disrespect. It's just honesty. Dude, like, because Bruce Lee, like, I'm not saying he wasn't strong. Like, he was strong. He had a lot of form. He mastered Wing Chun, which is illegal in fighting, so he probably wouldn't be allowed to fight anyways. But, no, like, if he stepped in there with, like, Ngannou or Mike Tyson, they would kill him. They actually would. And I'm not, that wasn't even fair to bring up, because it hurts me to say it.
Yeah.
It hurts me to say it, but, like, it's, yeah. Because he was, like, 135 pounds, dude. Like, he would jump between 125 to 135. And he knew all those moves, but, like, these people are trained, too, in the same way that he's trained, and they're, like, because all it takes is one punch. It's the same reason, like, Greg Jackson, John Jones' coach, was terrified of him fighting Anthony Johnson. Because he's like, I can teach him all the moves he needs to know, but you can't just tell him not to get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
And, like, that's, like, if Mike Tyson just got one hit on Mr. Lee, like, it's that's what I'm saying. Like, Chris just needs that one hit, and Leon's just dead.
Yeah, but then again, it is a video.
Yeah, but we take this shit
could,
seriously.
We
We're a
could
gaming
literally
company.
make Leon dodge everything. I'm just saying.
The meat cakes are always the coolest characters. Always. It's not even a debate.
I mean, Chris is a cool character, but I like Leon better.
You know how I know? Because I will always choose the beefcakes, because through my history, it's always the edgelords that vote for Leon's, and it's always like the metal foreheads that vote for people like Chris, and I stay in that crowd. Like, the people who like Leon are the same people that listen to like Blood on the Dance Floor and MCR. I'm just saying. And the people
I don't know
who,
who that is. So.
and the people who listen to like Chris, they listen to like Black Sabbath, Pantera, and there's a difference.
It's hard to stop power.
Hmm?
Yeah. It's true. It's hard to stop power.
It is. That's why there's weight divisions.
So have you heard about the
I-
Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight?
Yeah, Jake loses regardless. No matter what, Jake loses.
I think Mike Tyson's gonna knock him the fuck out.
Well, so that's the thing. Jake either gets knocked out by someone who is an actual professional boxer, and people finally realize that, like, all right, here's the thing. Jake actually can fight. Like, if I got drunk at a bar and pissed off Jake, he would kick my ass in a heartbeat. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying he can't fight, but he doesn't have my respect as, like, a professional fighter. So, like, it's a lose-lose, and it was a terrible choice because if he beats Mike Tyson, or if he loses to Mike Tyson, people realize like, well, if he actually fights someone who was a full-time professional boxer,
Yeah.
well, he's not washed up, like he's old now, like, nah, he just doesn't have it cut. And then if he beats Mike Tyson, dude, no one's wanted to fight Mike. He's like, everyone loves Mike and respects him. It's like Ali, like no fighter in the world would sit there and say like, hey, let's get 70-year-old Ali in the ring.
Yeah.
You don't do that. Like same with Mike, you don't do that to Mike. So he just looks like if he wins, he just looks like a dickhead that beat up a man ever. It's like if I just ruined everyone's childhood by just beating the shit out of Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Like, why? No one's gonna like you for doing that.
What's up, Jeremy? How's it going?
So like, no matter what, Jake loses. And like, ever since they decided to laugh about the kid who killed himself, I'm hoping, or ended himself. We're not allowed to say that on stream, right?
I don't know.
I think they ban if you say that. But ever since they did that, I hope Mike just takes his head off. You remember that video?
Is that the one in the forest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they like sat there laughing, and then they didn't just laugh, but they like went back home, watched the video, put it in Adobe Premiere, edited over it, watched it hundreds or thousands of times as they're editing it, and said, yo, this shit is fire. And then they posted it online. I want Mike to take his fucking head.
Well, Jake Paul apparently said that he's gonna put Mike in a grave next to his daughter.
Well, okay, here's the thing. Jake is just trying to do the McGregor thing.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
But,
Like, McGregor came out there and said a bunch of shit he didn't really mean because he's just trying to sell a fight.
Yeah.
And Jake's just trying to do that same thing. But the thing is, Jake's a fucking piece of shit. Jake wasn't in fucking Roadhouse. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
Mike
Cody?
Kennedy, dude.
Hey, what's up, dude?
But yeah, that's the thing. Who wants to fight Mike, man? I can't believe he even wanted to do that.
Mike is scary.
Oh yeah, he's still scary, but it's just like
I was watching some of his training videos for the fight.
Oh yeah, he's nasty. But like I said, man, if he wins, he's a dickhead, and if he loses, he's a dickhead that can't actually do anything. Jake needs to fight someone that's fighting in perfect health. Like Jake needs to beat the shit out of Tyson Fury, and then I'll respect him. Like fight Tyson Fury, or if you want to go down a celebrity thing, dude, fight Andrew Tate.
Oh, dude.
Or get and he brought in like, and I still firmly believe Tyron Woodley knocked his ass out because I've watched that clip over and over again. It 100% looked like Tyron Woodley knocked his ass out and then held him up until he got back up, so it wasn't a knockout. It looked like Tyron knocked him the fuck out, caught him, and held him up on his feet like, wake up, dude, come on, and held them there.
Yeah, because then Woodley got knocked out.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
dude,
I saw that clip too. He dropped his guard.
Yeah, but like, dude, if Jake were to actually get in the octagon and like wrestle with Woodley, oh, that'd be fun to see. But yeah, dude, I want Jake to actually like, if he's gonna fight MMA, like this is what I hate. If you're gonna fight an MMA fighter, fight them in MMA. And if you're gonna fight a boxer, then box them. It's so dumb that you take like a wrestler and you say, yo, you fucking pussy wrestler, I'll outbox you. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a basketball person, like, yo, you could fucking hit a baseball, but you can't dunk on me, I bet. Like, yeah, no shit, that's not what they do. Like, how are you cool for like, and that's what gets me, is he actually thinks he's the shit when he does that. He's the type of dude like, bro, you think you're so good at FIFA? Get on fucking CSGO and get pwned. And then they win and they act like they're the coolest guy in the world.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing here, man? I play FIFA, dude. I don't play this. Like, of course you won. Yeah, like, and Prime Energy sucks. That stuff tastes like syrup. It tastes like, it has the same consistency as
I do some of their stuff. I just think it's
like, obviously it's fake like artificial sweetener, but it still tastes like super sweet and has that syrupy consistency to me. But I could sit here all day and just talk about, because I grew up with fighting. Fighting's the one sport I've religiously followed my entire life. And so I will sit up here all day and disrespect it. Full knowing that if him and I actually got in a fight, I would lose.
Yeah.
Full knowing. No one beats up Uncle Mike. And it's like, dude, Mike doesn't even want to fight anymore. That's the other thing that getting pulled into it. If you ever talk to Mike, he's talked about how he's worked so hard on like meditating and like not being that angry fighting person anymore.
Yeah.
And I think when Jake, I think like he might be cool, but I think if Jake lands one hit on him, I think it's gonna pull out that like fight or flight response. And I think Mike kills him.
I think Mike already said that. I was watching some interview. I don't know who, but he was talking about how
He's gonna send him back to Vine.
no, he's like,
Back to twerking on Vine.
the guy asked, the interviewer asked him the question like what do you think of Jake Paul? And he's like, Jake Paul can fight, and he's gonna go into the ring and try to hurt me, but like it's exactly what I'm gonna go in and do. And he was talking about how he like does smoke weed or
Dude,
edibles and
speaking
whatnot.
of his edibles, have you seen his edible lineup?
The ears, yeah, it's hilarious. He actually did that with. Who did he fight?
I'm trying to remember who's the year.
I
Give me a
forget
second.
who,
It was,
it's a joint company with him too.
we'll I'll tell you.
But yeah, he was talking about how like weed has really calmed him down,
Well, hell yeah.
and like he's like probably when it comes to fight day, I'm not gonna take any. So, and then he was talking about how he's scared of old Mike and how he doesn't want to be that guy anymore. But
Yeah, dude,
he's gonna do it
it's
for this fight.
it's literally like Jake's gonna be waking up John Wick.
Yeah.
Bringing that back out. And like, dude, I think one thing that makes fighters great too isn't that they just start fighting, but I feel like a fighter is something you're born as well. Like something pushes you into that. And if you see Jake's life and how he grew up, and you see his old videos when he was like 16 and how he grew up, he's not a fighter. Like he's just not. He's just clout chasing in boxing in a way. But he doesn't have that. Like that's why I don't respect. Like Mike, some motherfucker kids beat the shit out of him and murdered his pet pigeon. So he grew up and fought, and he fought his whole life. And like that, if you look at the lifestyle, like how they were raised, it's how you're raised, your upbringing decides if you're like a real fighter or not. And Jake's just not a real fighter, man. People like BJ Penn and stuff, those are fighters. So many fans. This will go a little over 5, just so you know.
Sure. I know why my name is different. This is the YouTube, not Twitch Oh, meathead.
Meathead?
Yeah. Getting a beer. Need to focus. What's up, humanity? How's it going, man?
Well, did we grab one extra fan? They probably asked for 3.
No, there's 4.
Yeah, I'm saying they probably asked for 3 in the front.
Oh yeah, we're doing 3 in the front now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I think it's for all of those upgrades. But this is a tier 3, but I'm not sure for all of them.
They get rid, dude. I hate this. Why did Deeppool do that?
They did.
They plug up this routing. They plug up this channel all of a sudden, and you can't like screw this off because if you screw this off, it actually takes the hub with it. But they put this block there so you can't route cables up anymore. That used to actually be a cable channel,
Yeah.
and they just removed it. And it's the same case, but man, it's so now I have to route cables differently, and it's like there was no thought process behind it. It's was one of those things. Like I think they put it there because they're like it might look nice just.
Yeah.
But then they remove all, like there wasn't really thinking behind it.
Do they not use the rubber gaskets? This build?
Hmm?
Do they not use rubber gaskets to like close up the holes?
Oh, grommets? No. No grommets.
Are those grommets or gaskets? I
Or
almost called
gaskets.
them, I almost called them grommets. But I thought it was.
Or gaskets.
Did you
Gaskets.
change your shirt? No, you didn't change your shirt.
No, yeah, same shirt.
Nick
Oh,
has a twin, actually.
that would suck. No, honestly, having a twin would be so nice because I'd probably kidnap him, lock him in the basement, and just like, no, hear me out. Hear me out. I would like kidnap him, lock him in a basement, and just put him through psychological warfare where you brainwash them, like through the old, like, what was it, K-18 or whatever it was called? What were those old government programs called that were shut down?
Manchurian, like Manchurian. Oh, oh my god, I just had it. They made a movie, Super Ultra? No.
Come on, Brad, you got this. You got this. What is it?
Ultra.
Where's the other fan screw? Oh, right here.
They made, oh my god, Ultra. Somebody help me.
I thought it was like a letter. I thought it was a letter and 2 numbers. Is like what the program was called. Like K something. M something.
MK Ultra.
Yeah.
MK Ultra,
Thank
that's
you.
it.
Yeah. I would lock my twin in the basement, do some of that shit. I would have them pose as me, and they would go to work all day, and they'd be the hardest worker of all time, and I would just sit at fucking home and be a fat loser, and I would collect that paycheck. That way I could live a life the way God meant it, because let's be real, God did not have factories were not in his planning when he made the earth. There was just earth, do what you want. Do what you want every day. If you die, you die. If you live, you live. So I lived the natural way. Doing whatever I want. Why my twin came here.
Maybe that is what's happening. We don't know. You might have a twin that you've done this to.
And I'm working for that.
And you're working for that
Son of a
bastard.
bitch.
Don't even know it. Oh, hello, Skoden.
Yeah.
Got your beer? Joined the right platform?
Where is one cable? I can't find it. There it is. Yeah, this becomes a nightmare now. I have to like route it through up here.
Focus now. We got it.
Ton
Wait,
of
what's 2 times 2?
biscuit. Dude, this is, I'm trying so hard not to scream with this computer. I've told you this before, but it's like the tiny things, like just trying to cable that. The tiny little things like that set me off more than like anything big. Like I said, you could come in, you could be like, Nick, you're gonna lose your house. Be like, damn, dude, that really sucks. I open the fridge and something falls on the ground, I will scream. I will just, I don't know why, but it's the tiny little things, like when something should, it's when the simple things aren't simple that get me heated.
Yeah. Johnny 5 and Skoden are twins? What?
Why? Well, one of you heard the plan, so now it's a race against each other. It's like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Like one of them are trying to capture and enslave the other. Capture and brainwash the other first. I've never locked him in the basement. Well, that's not fun. It's literally why you have a sibling. That's like the whole point of having one.
Would you tell us if you did?
Yeah.
That's the real question. Because if I had a twin, I wouldn't tell anyone. So it was when I was growing up at my grandma's house. Well, whenever we like have family parties, we'd go to my grandma's house, and she had a room that had a walk-in closet,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like a rite of passage, apparently, with all the kids that that you'd get locked in there by the cousins.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I got locked in there, and it was dark. I was afraid it was dark, so I screamed. And then my little cousin, he was born. He's 5 years younger than me. So when he was like 5, I was so excited to lock him in the fucking
Yeah, dude, the
closet
cycle.
because it's like finally I get to be the one to lock someone in the closet. He didn't care. Have a great weekend. See, dude.
cycle of manhood.
Yeah,
man.
he didn't care. I locked him in the closet and he was chill. This sucks.
Those are the days we need to bring back. I'm being 100% honest. Because it was just fun, though. Like, there's always a line you don't cross. And if no one crossed that line, that stuff's just in good fun, man. Just the family hazing.
Yeah.
God, there's so much stuff I want to bring back.
Left the therapy begin.
Dude, when Christina's youngest brother was in high school, they didn't even give him kickballs anymore for dodgeball. They had like these like little foam squishy
Yeah,
balls
we
for
had fun
dodgeball.
Fuji.
This fucking sucks, dude.
Dude,
No one wants to, like, there's no feeling of joy when you smack someone with a foam ball.
Oh, dude, yeah.
No, dude. Compared to a rubber, like,
I've actually
red
never played
kickball,
dodgeball with rubber ball. I've
Oh,
always
it's so
used
much better. It's so much better.
But what I liked about the
Sometimes
foam
better.
balls is because you could throw them so hard that they actually curve.
Well, it's because they're just light.
I know, but I love that because it makes it like
Oh, no.
a little bit more fun to like throw it and have it curve and hit something. That's maybe I'm just speaking from a kid, like from a perspective of never having.
Soda just said, let the therapy begin.
I know.
I grew up in the late 70s. Yeah, dude. Look, doing the curve is cool.
It's fun.
It's cool.
That's like my favorite part of dodgeball.
But there's sometimes when you throw the rubber ball and you just hit someone and their feet go off the ground and they just plop, you're like, I just fucking did that to a human being. And nothing beats that feeling.
Oh, I'm sure it's great. I'm just
Dude,
saying,
nothing
like,
beats that feeling.
I don't mind the foam balls because that's all I've ever known.
And then when you got hit, it hurt a little bit more than the foam. So that, like, when you got hit by it, it, like, triggered that competitive sense. You know, it's like, I don't know how to say it. Like, if someone hit me with a foam ball, it's like, eh.
Yeah.
But like I felt like it taught you how to be competitive because you gotta have that red rubber ball and you're like you bitch and then you jump in there and you're like I have to win now. I'm not gonna take this abuse. So it triggered that competitiveness that made it so fun.
Oh, dude, I got competitive. I did intramural dodgeball in college with my floor. Oh, dude, we had some great games.
All right, we are going to have to. I'm gonna have to leave these cables a little loose right now. I can't find the electrical tape, so I'm just gonna have the electrical tape. Well, I can do that at my bench.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll just have to electrical tape it at my bench. And we're just doing electrical tape because the RGB headers are a little like. Once they're set, they're fine, but just in shipping, they can come undone. So we wrap the RGB headers in electrical tape, so in shipping, nothing unplugs because. You know, not everyone knows how an RGB header works, so we don't want anyone getting their computer and just thinking like the lights on their fans don't work. I'll at least get it like routed for the most part, how it's supposed to be routed. It's a sound you can hear and smell like the. To hell with the curve, the sound of that ball caving in someone's forehead was amazing. It's a sound you can hear and smell the same. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Dude, my what do you call it? My little cousin, his school, they don't do like baseball anymore for recess. They only are allowed to do wiffle ball. And I'm like, dude, there's a degree where like, because if anyone
Wait,
gets
they're not allowed to play what?
wiffle ball.
They're not allowed to play wiffle ball?
Or they're not allowed to play baseball at for gym
okay.
class. They have to play wiffle ball outside.
That's...
And it's like, dude, that would kill any spirit I had to play actual baseball. Like you would like high school, there'd be no one playing because like they play it in elementary school and they're like, fuck this. They don't know.
We never played with baseballs in the gym either. We did softballs, but they were like fabric softball. So they still had weight to them and stuff, but they weren't like hard.
We just played baseball. They just gave the pitcher, like the only thing we had to deal with is if the pitcher was nervous, they could request a helmet that had a strap. No one even picked on him because like obviously no one wants to get honked in the forehead.
Yeah.
So like the coach would ask you like, hey, do you want a helmet if you're gonna pitch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or sometimes the coaches would, if no one wanted to pitch, the coach would just play pitcher.
You used to walk through the halls in high school with battle cons? Jeez.
Oh,
Where did you grow up?
that sounds fucking amazing, dude. Dude, I would have so much fun in that school. Are you kidding me? You gave me a fucking D?
Yeah.
Ugh. I'd be a menace, man. I wouldn't. No, the ones that actually, I think the only one that's severely, like the rubber balls I get, I guess, you know, some people can't handle it. So I can understand that. Because, like, I can understand not being able to handle a rubber ball being thrown at, oh wait, why am I putting it on there? Thrown at your face. And also it's like gym class, so it's against your will. So I can understand not liking something you're like willfully being brought into.
Yeah.
So I can understand changing the foam balls. What actually makes me mad is now in football, not in high school, but junior high and earlier, there's a certain height and weight ratio. So like some kids like me, I hit my growth spurt super early. I was 6 foot in like 8th grade.
Oh, jeez.
Then the last 4 inches came in high school.
Mm.
But there's like a height and weight ratio now. So like if you're like 5'7", 5'8" in like 7th grade,
Yeah.
and you're like 130, 140 pounds, they will not let you touch the ball, or they will force you to play. So like let's say your childhood dream is to be a linebacker. Like you look at like Ray Lewis or you look at Brian Urlacher and you're like, I want that. I want to take out the QB. They won't let you do that. They'll tell you have to play center or offensive line. And if you touch the ball, you have to kneel because they don't want you tackling another kid and hurting them.
Yeah.
To me, that is beyond dumb. Because, like, again, the dodgeball situation is like it's gym class. Like, you're not saying I want to go to gym class and play dodgeball. The coach just kind of throws that at you, and you're like, "Fuck, dude, I'm gonna get pummeled."
Yeah.
Football, it's like, dude, if you're signing up for football, you know you're gonna get tackled. Like, so if you're scared of being tackled, don't play football. I think that is dumb. Because then that kid who wants to be the next like Urlacher or Ray, like they're gonna completely give up on that dream really early on because they're being denied a position that they were physically built for.
Yeah.
That's dumb. Senior year used to sell shots of whiskey to the teachers. Oh, dude. Yeah, I've had some drinks with my teachers here and there.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I see them at the bar.
Oh, now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe before I was 21. You never know. But it's, dude, our fucking high school was in a cornfield. What do you want from us?
Yeah.
There's nothing to do out there.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I gotta go do something.
Supply because I'm gonna have to take. I'll have the electrical tape it and cable it after.
Okay.
So if you guys see the back, do not worry about the cables. Like I said, I just don't. I forgot the electrical tape, so I'll just have to take care of that at my desk after. But we're still gonna get this set up so you can see it power on. Canada is 15 minutes away. It's 15 minutes away. Started drinking at early age. I think if I went to Canada, I think Canada's like, oh, like a 5 or 6 hour drive. But Canada's 4 days away. Dude, look, I didn't have to go anywhere. Like I said, I was just born. You guys know Smallville from like Superman? That's like I was pretty much born and raised in Smallville. It was just a giant cornfield. So there was nothing else to do and no one really cared as long as you didn't bother anyone. Times have changed for sure. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes times change for better. And then sometimes, like, definitely not. But I also don't get too worried about it because, trust me, there's a lot of stuff right now that I really think needs to change. And there's a lot of stuff we talk about in schools and all that we shouldn't. But, like, I don't let it bother me too much because, like, one thing history has shown is that it's a pendulum. So, like, everything, you know, happens. It swings one way, then it swings back, and it swings one way, and it swings back. So, like, I don't let stuff like this bother me too much because, like I said, at some point it's gonna go back. Like, this happens. Whoop. Same thing with like gaming. Like, I know gaming's a pendulum. Like, we're actually seeing the pendulum in games right now, I think, because like you have games like Baldur's Gate coming out, Elden Ring coming out. And we're seeing like those games hitting huge sales targets for games like Skull and Bones are just tanking. And so I think we're doing a pendulum with even games where it's just like, we're going to go back, I think, to games just being made to be good games. And it might be slow, like it's not going to happen this year or next year, but I think we are going to get back to where games are just made to be fun games and people are going to compete for Game of the Year over just more money. We're already start of like kind of seeing that even with like I remember EA said they're not going to do single player anymore. They're only going to do microtransaction, battle pass, whatever multiplayer games, and then they canceled Star Wars 1313, and then now they actually went back on that and then allowed Respawn to make a single player Star Wars game, and they're phenomenal. So with everything in life, guys, it always seems to, what do you call it? It's a pendulum. It always swings back the other way at some point. Yep, yeah, everything goes in a full circle. Star Wars Eclipse game. I totally forgot about Eclipse, but I am a huge Quantum Dream fan. Like Indigo Prophecy, Heavy Rain. Those are all great. So playing like a Heavy Rain version of Star Wars, I would be super excited for. Never heard of that game. Star Wars Eclipse. Have you guys ever played? If you've ever, what was the last game? The last game they did was Detroit Become Human. So think of the Telltale games where it's just like you're playing an interactive movie. That's what Quantic Dream does. And so they were going to do a Star Wars game of that called Star Wars Eclipse. And the trailer it was one of the coolest trailers ever. I'm excited for it. And sometimes I like those games that just, like I said, like they are just an interactive movie because it's kind of chill. Yeah, still in development. I actually think they're in like development. I hate to say it, but I think they're in like development hell right now. I think they actually stated there's some setbacks with it. Oh, crap, these things long. Oh no, those are cut off. Okay. So I need the freaking comb it. I need to comb this, and I need to, what do you call it? Comb it and electrical tape it after. So just remind me, guys, comb it and electrical tape it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Outlaws, I love Star Wars. Star Wars isn't my favorite thing in the world. I really like it. I like it a lot. Like a solid 8 out of 10 as a universe. I've just always been a huge medieval fantasy guy, Tolkien guy. Dude, it's just, yeah. But Outlaws, I will say, no matter how good Outlaws looks and how good the trailers look, me personally, I don't know if I want to trust Ubisoft with any game. Because the last few was like, we've seen how their open world formula works with like Assassin's Creed, Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, and Far Cry, and like, dude, they're just not exciting to me, to be honest. Like, no dissing, if you like Far Cry and you like the open world and you like the side quests that were in like Assassin's Creed, Valhalla, and whatnot, like, I'm not dissing that in any way. It just wasn't for me. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I really want to play like a Ubisoft Star Wars. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if they've earned my trust back yet. Now, Rockstar made a Star Wars game. Different story. Yeah, I did play the Avatar game. Graphics and map looked really cool. Like, I got to play that with my buddy, who's actually also one of our coworkers. I got to play with him. The graphics and map were cool, but it kind of felt like a Far Cry game to me. And like, I don't know. I didn't really understand. Like, I got the story, but I didn't really like understand it, or maybe it wasn't hitting me. Because like what, your sister, I remember, passed away. Like, she was killed by the one guy in the tutorial cutscene. But that was the thing, like, she died in, like, that opening, like, cutscene. And it was, like, I remember the music was intense, and they tried to make it this dramatic scene. But, like, I only knew her for, like, a minute and a half, 2 minutes. So it didn't really hit me. I didn't really have the motivation. And then I remember there was like the one quest for the guy, I forget the name of like the birds that they fly. But I remember the one guy like helped you and you did one side quest where he helped you. And then his bird dies, and then they have this like quest chain of like mourning the bird after. But it was like, again, like I only knew this thing for like a minute and a half. So I felt there's just a few things like it was really hard for me to get connected to the Avatar game because it was like, I don't know. Like I liked the map. The map was great. But it felt kind of like it felt too Far Cry for me. I guess that's the way to put it. It just felt like Far Cry with like an Avatar mod. Like if someone took Far Cry 6 and just did an Avatar mod for it. Yeah, and they wake up 13 years later. Yeah, and I love the movies, and I do like I don't read too much into it, but at least like I'll listen to podcasts and like videos on the lore. But I do understand quite a bit of the lore of Pandora. And so like I am interested in Avatar. It was just something, I don't know. It was to me like I guess the best way I could put it, good, not great. But definitely better than like Skull and Bone and Division and Breakpoint and Assassin's Creed. The next game I'm super hyped for, guys, Hidden Gem. If this is your PC, pick it up. Kingdom Come Deliverance was the game I was following on Kickstarter for the longest time, and it became my top 3 games of that entire generation. They just showed off Kingdom Come 2. If anyone likes, like, not fantasy, just the concept of medieval or the Dark Ages, do yourself a favor, play Kingdom Come Deliverance. Like I said, Hidden Gem, but it is so freaking good. And me and my buddy have been waiting years to even hear a peep about the second one, and they finally showed off like a 13-minute video yesterday, and it did not disappoint. I think that game, it looked so good. That's the next game I'm super excited. Hey Brad, I need you to do the countdown. Or should I just go for it? Or should I just go for it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, 2 minutes. I will be right back, guys, while Brad gets that. During that 2 minutes, I gotta get my stuff. I'm just gonna go grab my stuff. Make sure my clothes out.
Cool. All right, guys, you got 2 minutes. Do you think it'll post, have everything work? That means lights are on, fans are spinning, and we get the post light? That's 2 minutes. Yeah, he's here. I was away from the computer for a little bit, CO6, so I have no idea. Got some reading to do. Hydrate's out of stock. Let's see, what do I have it set to? There's oh yeah, there's a limit of 10 per stream. And then there's a limit redemptions per user. Nick better hydrate. I don't know, man. You gotta redeem it. What wants to happen? He doesn't drink water for free. Change the limit? I don't know. I don't know, man.
All right, back. We good?
All right. Yep. Go ahead and turn that puppy on.
Oh, thank you.
CO6C is trying to bribe me to change the limit of hydrates per stream.
Oh,
See what he can
I
do.
failed.
Uh-oh.
Well, like I said, because I don't. Well, that's what I was saying. That's why I need the
That's why
electrical
yeah,
tape.
yeah.
The electric, because they will be finicky if you don't electrical tape. Tell me which one does it.
No, nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
Oh, camera just. Camera just.
Camera died. Oh, it's this one.
Nope. We get a dead fan.
I think so. I think so. So well, thank God I didn't like tape everything then. Yeah,
Yeah.
not me. Not me. It's actually a defective fan. So we will have to swap that fan out. So
It's Nick's fault for not hydrating, is what he said.
yeah. So front fan, it is spinning, but the RGB is just not working on this bottom fan. So we'll just have to swap that fan out, and everything will be fine. So other than that, we do have a post light. Computer's turned on. We just gotta swap that fan out real fast, and that's a super easy fix. That's one of those. It sucks, but it's one of those 1 in a million things. It'll
Yeah.
happen occasionally where LEDs just die. All right, guys. But it is after closing time. We do have to head out. Thank you so much for joining the stream. We will be back Monday, and
I
these.
did it up.
Damn you, Brad. And both these builds will be programmed and shipped out Monday. All right. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one, and we'll see you later.
Yep. See you guys Monday. Have a good weekend.